How about you? Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It would be a really good time for you to click that subscribe button and that little notification bell so that you're notified when we post new videos on the channel. If you're a regular viewer, welcome back. We appreciate your support. Today's project is we're going to take the Mahindra 4540 and we're going to clean our driveway entrance up. We're going to make it look really nice. So I'll show you about all that process and I'll tell you why we're going to do that here in just a second. So stick around. This is our driveway. You can see how it's got some, we call them yo palms, some shrubbery, things like that down this ditch and also on this side. So we're actually going to clean up both sides of the driveway. I'll start on one side today and hopefully I can get it because we got some things to do this evening, but I get a lot of it done. Anyway, we want this and we want to get the ditch clean, one for drainage and two, so that we can replant some nicer trees that line the driveway, so when you're coming up the entrance, it looks really grand, I guess would be a good word for it. And so this is what I'm going to try to work on today. I think that what I'll do is just use a chain and wrap it around a bunch of these smaller trees and try to pull them out of this ditch. And then for the other ones, I'll try to use a bucket to kind of shape that. If I had a backhoe attachment or a backhoe, I would fix that. So anyway, there's a video here on how I put these posts up for the Hamiltonville Farm sign. Here, I'll put that in the description, or I'll put that in the little icon above. But you can see, so as we go out to the road here, eventually we're going to put a fence down this side, and then we're going to kind of angle it up to the post entrance there. But I'll get rid of all this shrubbery and all this overgrown stuff, and that's what I'll be working on today. That I was going to tell you why we're doing this. One is for the drainage issue, two is for beautification of the property, and three is we're actually hosting a wedding reception here in April. So we're really trying to make a mad push to get the property and the grounds looking really nice for this special couple, so that they can celebrate that special day in their lives on a really nice piece of property. So we're just excited about it. We do have like a 5-year plan for the hobby farm, and it's to to get some pastures built and some horses and things like that. But part of it is going to be remodel the pole barn, get it nice, get the entrance looking, as I said earlier, kind of grand, I guess you'd say. So anyway, so this is all part of the process, and we're really looking forward to getting it done. And I'm just looking forward to driving the Mahindra 4540 around to get all this stuff done. I call it my tractor therapy, right? So when I'm on the tractor, that's my happy place. Anyway, all right, so let's get to work. And enough jabbering, let's get to work. What the plan's going to be is to chain up toward the base of all these trees, and then rip them up by the root ball so that I get all of it, and hopefully they don't grow back. I think that also make it a little easier on my bucket when I go to try to shape it a little bit. So we'll see what happens. So far, the first one was pretty easy. So let's put the chain on the rest of them and try to make our way up there. going to do that bush there and then try to clean it up to the corner. But I wanted to show you something. One, I want to show you my chains. See how I painted them fluorescent green? I was going to use yellow, but I didn't have yellow paint. See, I put the tips on yellow, fluorescent green. That's so you don't lose them when you drop them or forget them. You see the fluorescent color, so maybe a bright red or bright orange or bright yellow. But I also want to show you how I hook up the chain around the trees. So let me explain that. At the base of the tree or stump or whatever that you're pulling, I take the end and I'm going to wrap it around there. I can't do it with the camera in my hand, but I'm going to wrap it around there two times so that it chokes up against itself. So let me show you. Like I say, I'll have to put the camera down, but I'll show you what the end process looks like. So hold on just a second. So I've actually got the chain. Here's the top layer here, and then there's the second layer. So there's 1, 2. So it's wrapped around this base twice, then hook back to each other, and then bring the chain up to your bucket and put it on your bucket hooks. If you don't have bucket hooks, highly recommend putting them on there. I actually did a video about welding hooks onto your bucket. I'll put the link up here in the top. All right, so now she should be ready to go. A couple things I do want to point out though is safety glasses. You need to make sure that you've got some type of eye protection on and hand protection when you're doing this, because if not, I mean, these little twigs, see if I can get in on this little stuff right here, you can't hardly see it, but that stuff will poke you in the eyeball, and daggum, it hurts. And then of course you want to put your gloves on you're messing around thorns and whatnot. So just be, keep yourself safe. Talk a little bit about what I've done. I'm trying to shape this ditch so that it runs into that culvert right there. Can you see that culvert? Anyway, because then it'll get into the natural flow of the water and how it's supposed to go. So this is what I've done so far. And I know, first of all, I've never done this before, so I'm learning how to kind of manipulate the bucket to create a ditch. So I'm sure I'll get better with that. And two, I know that water's going to run downhill, so I've got to keep it, lower on this end, and as I bring it up, I've got to make sure that I don't have dips and valleys so that the water doesn't pool anywhere, and that it no kidding runs down to the end of the road here, or into the culvert. And I think it will be I think once I fashion that a little bit, or maybe mold it a little more, I can turn that water a little better right there. But that might take a shovel. I don't know yet. But look at the bright side. You know, when you're doing something like this, you're learning how to use your equipment. And I only got that much more to do. What's that? 100 feet? Maybe? Something like that? I mean, you know, that shouldn't take all day, right? This is what we got accomplished. We've got it all taken up. And so what I'll do next is I'll bush hog all this other stuff. I've taken the bucket and kind of gotten the big stuff away. But this piece right here, this little piece that doesn't look too good, that's because I've got the sensor. See that little post right there? And then there's a sensor buried right here that opens the gate down there. But overall, you know, not bad for a day's work. Not bad at all. I'll get a bush hog in here, get that, get it all trimmed down, make it look nice, plant some new trees. We'll be good to go. Thanks a lot for watching the video. You know, you can get a lot of stuff done around your hobby farm if you have the right equipment. And using the Mahindra 4540 in the bucket, you know, as I learned the process, the ditches will just look even more better. More better? Can I say more better? I think I can down here in the South. But anyway, if you have a different technique that you use, put it in the comments, because I'm always looking for feedback on how to get better, you know, because I'm obviously not the expert at this. So leave it in the comments and say, hey, you know, I approach it this way or I tilt it this way, and let me know so I can get better as a equipment operator. I'd appreciate that feedback. There's going to be a picture of the barn pop up here. That'll take you to our subscribe page. If you go ahead and click on that, we'd appreciate it. And you tell your friends about us and about this page. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, like Instagram is @Hamiltonville Farm and Facebook is Hamiltonville Farm. Go like that page. We do some pretty fun stuff over there. And Twitter is @Hamiltonville Farm as well. So thanks a lot for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next time.